Hello, everyone. Today is Tuesday. Pull day. Woohoo! I almost wasn't going to go today, and then my motivation sprouted while I was at the store. I had to go get a new phone mount for my car, because this one, I don't know if you could see it or not, but this thing is bent. The clip for it on this side is bent, and it's not fixable. And it's also trash anyway. It's not a good phone mount. So I went to the store. I got a new one. So that's why I'm recording. And while I was there, I happened to walk past the coolers. I was like, maybe I want a drink or something. I didn't know what, but then I saw it. An energy drink. And I was like, Jim? Yeah. So I went ahead and grabbed it. It was a Rain, 300 milligrams of caffeine. It has BCAAs in it, apparently, amino acids. I had no idea that Rain had amino acids in it. I had no clue. I had, Tropical Storm or something like that, Tropical Thunder, I don't know. It was tropical something. I wasn't a huge fan of the flavor, but, man, if I was going to go to the gym, I needed the caffeine. Physically, I'm exhausted. But I'm going to look past that today. It's poll day. And there is one thing that I am now for certain of. And it is that I'm realizing I've been doing basically the exact same exercises for probably the past solid couple of months, man. Not even couple, longer than that. I'd say since January, I've done probably about the exact same set of exercises for any given muscle group. I mean, give or take here and there, but I'm realizing it now. It's like I've been wondering, why aren't my arms getting sore? Why is it I go so intense on these exercises, and then the next day or two I wake up and it's like, why am I not sore? And the reason for that, again, there's so many reasons for why you could not be sore. Adequate sleep, protein, all your macros, water, salt, electrolytes, vitamins, minerals, whatever. But it could also relate to the fact maybe your body's just used to your training program by now. And, like I said, I've been doing basically the same set of exercises for the past few months. So I'm gonna switch it up. I'm gonna figure out something just kind of on the fly today. I do know one thing though, and what that would be is I realized my left arm, all of it, is just completely it's just so it's noticeable to me. I don't know if it's noticeable to anyone else, but it's just barely smaller than my right arm. My right arm has more mass and it's more defined. Or not necessarily more defined. My left arm is a bit more defined because, it's not there's not as much mass to it, and it was just kind of small to begin with. So as I grew in size and also cut down, I just kind of, my left arm never really got the chance to bulk up. So, realizing that now, which I already knew that to begin with, but I didn't realize how bad it was. I'm going to start truly trying to make my left arm catch up, because I thought it was, but now I'm realizing it's not really. And, I don't know how well it's going to be able to catch up, especially with me still not really on a bulk. I kind of haven't been tracking my macros too much recently. But I did today. And what is going on? Are they setting up another carnival? That's got no, that's a small little one. Oh, that must be for a birthday party. Looks like a bunch of little kids carnival rides. Yeah. So yeah, I've tracked my macros today. I've just kind of like not, I don't know, in terms of my diet, I've just not had this motivation at all. But yeah, I don't know how well my arm is going to be able to catch up if I'm not on a bulk, and if I'm not like, you know, have the excess calories from my left arm to grow into, you know, the size of my right. And I also have noticed too, my mind muscle connection for like my left bicep is barely there. It's barely there. And that's probably a big reason as to why my like bicep on my left arm isn't as big as my right. So I think what I'm gonna do today for biceps is not really go super intense, but just more or less try and build the mind muscle connection, because again, it's hardly there. It's like it's there, but it's not, you know? Like it could definitely be better, because my right mind muscle connection, man, it's so much better. So anyway, I'm gonna do endurance training for my biceps today. And basically what I mean by that is just extremely high reps, lower weight. Like not extremely high, upwards of probably 20 to 30, you know, by that point, hopefully having reached failure. That would be the goal. So yeah, lower weights, higher reps. That is the game plan today. Yeah, you can go. It's your turn. Okay. Some people don't know how to work a 4-way intersection, man. It is, oh yeah, I forgot to mention, it is 8:30 at night, and I drink, like I said, an energy drink. Woo! The gym looks a little full at 8:30 at night, which is interesting. I thought it would have been less packed this late at night. But I mean, hey, within the next hour or two, it'll die down, hopefully, because it's a Tuesday. It's Tuesday, 8:30 at night, man. Yeah. I drank an energy drink, 300 milligrams of caffeine. So I hope I'm gonna go to sleep tonight. But it doesn't really matter, because I don't work tomorrow morning. I'm supposed to go to the gym with my friend tomorrow, but he hasn't texted me back on like exactly what time. And it might be in the morning, or it might be later in the day, because I do have an appointment in like the middle of the day. Like 3:30, 3:40, something like that. So it's like, you know, it's either got to be beforehand or after. Really, unfortunately, no in between. But I mean, you know, I can't really complain. But tomorrow is Wednesday, and Wednesday is legs and abs. Or legs and core, if you're a bigger guy like me and don't have abs quite yet. However, it's close. I can feel it. But yeah, tomorrow's legs and abs. And tomorrow, I am pretty sure will be like the first time I've strength trained my legs. I keep skipping leg day for strength training. But yeah, tomorrow will be the first time that I've trained my legs for strength in a good minute. So tomorrow will be fun, and I know I will have sore legs, hopefully. If not, then I'm gonna be a little bit upset. Just because it's been a good couple weeks since I have actually properly like strength trained my legs, but oh man, I don't know. I gotta figure something out soon, because yeah, I just like the longer I go on, the less and less I get sore. I mean, like, yeah, my muscles will get tender, but not like sore, you know? Like, I like knowing that my muscles are sore, and it's because it tells me you had a good workout. Your body's not used to this, and it's going to get used to this, you know? It's going to get accustomed to this new sets of exercises or this new routine. Even if it's exercises you've done before, you just haven't done them in like 6 to 8 weeks or longer, like me apparently. Then yeah, you know, it's good to switch up your routine, because like I just told you, my routine has basically been the same for see, this is the 5th month going on 6th, so about 6 months I've had pretty much the same routine. So definitely way overdue for a new change. So we're gonna get the new change. The caffeine kicked in. I'll see you guys in the gym. Pole day, let's get it. Okay, so successful, definitely successful, I will say. Um, there was a couple exercises I wasn't able to record because the areas that I went to, like the machines that I needed for certain exercises, there was a lot of people near some of the machines I used, and I just didn't really feel comfortable pulling out my tripod and setting up a camera. Even if it's directly like on me, I have social anxiety, so it's like makes me uncomfortable. And then again, I also want to respect other people too. I'm not trying to be like, you know, because I know some people don't like being recorded for like religious reasons or personal reasons, so it's like trying to appease others while also appeasing myself, because again, it makes me uncomfortable. Anyway, outside of that, I was in there hour and a half, burned 927 calories, and man, that was a hell of a good fucking workout. My back, I mean, by the time I finished my back, exactly the next exercise I did was standing easy bar curls, and man, that just like, it worked my back out even more, to the point I was like, okay, I can't do these too much more because, you know, you use your back and your core during that exercise to like brace yourself. Even if you're doing strict form, it's like you're still, you gotta your body's gotta stabilize itself so you can perform the exercise. But man, my back was tight. It's kind of tight. I'm probably gonna wake up really sore tomorrow. I know that for a fact because my back almost always gets sore, even at the slightest like movement. Like, I could do a couple pull-ups on a day where my back is like fully refreshed, it's fully recovered. I could do like one set of 3-4 pull-ups, and the next day my back will be like a little bit tight and like not fully recovered, even though it was only like 3 or 4 or however many I, in this imaginary, scenario would have done. It's just like the next day it's like, oh, your back's sore, but like the rest of my body is not like that. So I'm hoping my biceps are gonna be sore tomorrow. I mean, I know for a fact I'm going to be sore tomorrow in all of my pulling muscles. I will be surprised if I'm not, though, just because I trained so intensely today, between just throwing the movement or throwing the weight up and down or whatever, or just holding it there. Like, there's an exercise, it was one of the last ones I did for biceps. I just held 2 20-pound dumbbells in each hand, and I just held it there for as long as my bicep could, like, do. And so I was doing like static hold movements like that, throwing the weight up and down real quick. I was focusing on like the negative portion, throwing it up and then slowly going down, or just focusing entirely on the squeeze. Like, I was mixing it up with everything. And honestly, excuse me, I don't normally do that. Reason being because, sure, it's great to train in different ways like that. It's just like when you I feel like, in my personal opinion, when you consistently switch up your, like, training on certain exercises, like, if you're going to focus on negative, static holds, focus on the squeeze, whatever it may be. I just feel like if you're doing that too much, you're not going to get consistent results. But like, incorporating it in some of your exercises, I do agree with. But it's just, in this instance, I'm trying to like do something that my body's not used to, like shocking the muscle. I mean, it's really honestly not even a thing. Like, you can't shock your muscles. But what you can do is do a workout that your muscles aren't used to. So, like, for example, if you're used to just doing free weight, bicep curls, just a standard, like this, where, whatever. and let's say that's all you do for bicep curls, well, eventually your body's going to get used to it. And even if you keep upping the weight and lowering the reps and doing this and that, you're probably not going to be sore. But as soon as you go to a different exercise, like say you switch it up with, I don't know, easy bar curls or like Bayesian curls or behind the back curls, just like any other type of curl that you've never really done, you're probably going to be sore. Especially if you're training it, say you only ever just did just up and down, just in one, swift motion, just, quickly up, the whole thing where you go up quick and then go down slow. Like if that's what you did, and then you switched it up to like I said, any other type of curl, and you do something different, like where you just hold it for like a second or two and then go down. I mean, your biceps, obviously, they're not going to be used to it. So yeah, you'll probably be a little bit more sore than you normally would have from like switching up the movement like that and the training style. So yeah, there's really not like a whole shocking the muscle thing. I mean, I'm not a science-based lifter. Sort of, not really. I don't consider myself one. Just for the fact there's a lot of times I do ego lift, and I mean, I do believe in like, focusing on negatives and squeezing and whatnot, but I am also a fan of ego lifting because sometimes throwing the weight around does you better than doing strict form. And like, I'm saying that, take it with a grain of salt, but like how I see it is, I don't know, man. Just from personal experience, sometimes throwing the weight around, I feel like gives me a better pump, versus just doing the regular range of motion. Or like it has other benefits where it's like, oh, okay, this is making my workout so much better. Or there's certain movements where it's like, okay, on this movement, I'm always going to throw the weight around because it feels better than doing the regular science-based range of motion, that type of strict form. Like, I believe in both of it, in both of them, because it's just like, I don't know, man. Like for me, bicep curls, they feel better when I just kind of like throw the weight up a little bit. Like, obviously with like some type of like strict, locking my elbows. I've had such a hard time talking today. Like even when I'm just like throwing the weight up and, keeping my elbows locked just a little bit, I feel like I get a better bicep pump doing that versus just strict, completely locked to my side, nothing else. Yeah, you work your bicep a lot better when you're strict like that. You got your elbow to your side, flexing your tricep at the bottom, bringing it up and squeezing, and not all the way either. Yeah, sure, that's gonna probably grow the muscle way better, but if you want a good pump, you just kind of throw the weight around, it's fun. But that's just from like my personal experience, and my personal opinion. Don't take it as like a scientific fact, like, this type of style of training is so much better than any. No. Any style of training that works for you is the best type of training because it works for you. Every exercise is not going to be the same for everyone. Some people might prefer different things over others, just like how people, some people favor free weights or cables or machines, or some people prefer body weight movements or resistance bands type of training, or, functional training. There's all these different types of training, and people have their own likes and their own dislikes. And I'm not saying there's any specific type of training that's best for you. It's just like whatever works for you, and that's the best that's the best for you. That's the best thing you can do, is whatever works for you. And that's what I do. And I'm sure a lot of people judge me. I've had people judge me based off my form or type of exercise I'm doing, or, you know, how I'm training, I have had people judge me. And I'm just going to, you know, like, not to be rude or anything, but I'm assuming that they don't understand that everyone's journey is different, and the way people, you know, train is going to be different based on what feels better to them, and, you know, what doesn't feel good. And I just feel like, you know, those people, they haven't really understood that, can't really understand it. You know, whatever it is, I have had people hate on me for my training style. But I wholeheartedly, I do believe in, you know, whatever works for you. Keep doing it. Because if you switch it up and even, you know, say you like it, but, you know, your first way of training feels better, then you're probably going to get better results if you do what feels better, you know? Kind of like how when I first started training, I didn't like doing cable rows for back. I couldn't feel my back. I felt more my front delts and forearms and biceps and those other muscles like pulling the weight. Like, I wasn't feeling my back. Those muscles were what I felt. And, you know, now after having trained for over a year and trying again and again and again different ways and different weights, different reps, different grips, different whatever, you know, eventually I found one that works for me, or what feels best. And now, after having done it so much, I can say I can feel cable rows a lot better than I used to, and I actually kind of like them now. I mean, I do get a better pump with my back from like lat pull downs, but, you know, cable rows is like, it's a huge, I think it's a compound back movement. I'm not 100% sure. Again, I still need to look into that. I have no idea what compound movements are. Like, I know they're like, you know, the main exercise, and then you got your like accessory things. But I don't know if, I'm pretty sure it's a compound movement, you know, rows. Okay. Alright, so there's two bikes, and then there's a 70s Corvette. It's pretty cool. They're probably all friends, but weaving in and out of traffic. Never know what you're gonna see in my city, my little town. Anyway, I got sidetracked. I don't remember what I was talking about. Oh boy. Anyway, great day, great workout, great gym session, great everything. I still have a lot of mental energy. I did not do cardio. Woo! I did not do cardio. I burned 4,400 calories though, but I didn't do cardio because like mentally I have all this energy, but physically I have none. My body's wiped, and I can tell if I go any further, I'm not gonna have energy at all for tomorrow. So I'm gonna do the smart thing and not do it, but I'm gonna do it tomorrow. It's just like when I went today, that hour and a half that I was there, after that 30 minutes, I was already physically spent, but I just kind of kept going and going and going. So it's like, nah. You know, I used up all my glycogen in that strength training workout that I did. So cardio was not going to happen. Even if I did it, I would have done 10 minutes, and that's not really even cardio. That's just like get the blood flowing a little bit. I'm gonna do it tomorrow though. And also, like, tomorrow I gotta go get a bike chain for my bike so I can go back to riding it for my actual cardio that I like. Cause Lord knows I do not like doing cardio inside the gym. Riding the bike is just so much better. It's just a lot nicer, especially going on the trails. It's like, it's pretty, it's beautiful. You get to experience nature, get to breathe and touch grass. Woohoo! Anyway, I'm almost home. I'm gonna go ahead and go shower, go eat some protein and carbs, refill my muscles, drink some water, edit this video, upload it, and go to bed. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you have a good morning, good afternoon, or good night whenever you may be watching this. If you're watching this at 3 in the morning, you should be sleeping. You need 8 hours of sleep for optimal gains. So go to bed, please, and thank you. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. Have a great night. Goodbye.